For this video, I'm going to be doing an oracle reading using Messages from Your Angels Oracle deck by During Virtue. And I have my selenite here, very cleansing and purifies my body, purifies the space. And I have my lovely high vibration succulents right here with some quartz crystals, some quartz around. So here we go. And like always, I call upon my spirit guides, ascended masters, beings of the highest vibration of love and light to surround me. What does everybody need to know most right now? Guidance that can uplift, activate, empower, and to help all those who will watch this reach their highest potential in this incarnation, so that everyone may experience profound depth, profound wholeness, and profound liveliness in this incarnation. So what is the message that can heal all of those who watch this and bring them back to their heart? So the first message we have is Aurora. You are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but do not descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. So right away, I heard the word expansion. For some of you, you are expanding quite rapidly. You are on this acceleration. That's what I'm seeing. An acceleration path. And I feel some of you guys feel like maybe you need to tone it down. Maybe you have just high energy and you feel like you need to kind of tone it down because the environment you're in maybe is, dull and people are drained and people are not very much about expanding themselves. Expansion for them is very rough and rigid and very slow moving. And you feel like you just are really wanting to advance yourself when it comes to wisdom, when it comes to spirituality. You're just really going for it. And you're really creative, or you feel just really loving, really open, and really heart-centered. You just feel like you're on this fifth dimension, and then you get this rude awakening in these environments that are very dull, very drained. People are wasteful with their energy. They're wasteful with their words. They're just chatty about just energy that just is wasteful. So you're like, oh, whoa, I want to be able to be in this very loving state all the time. So this is saying, do not descend, but be the caliber that others need to ascend to. That's the thing when it comes to environments. Either the environment ascends, I'm talking about conversations, where person is very low vibe and the other person is very high vibe. One has to either ascend or one has to drop out. So have the courage to be able to maintain and sustain. And that requires training. And that requires you deciding to be on that path of acceleration. To be on that path of constant activations, constant redefining and reinventing yourself. Like every morning you should feel like upgraded. For some of you, you are on this. You're constantly just being upgraded, and your world is always in this state of deconstruction. Because when your life is deconstructing, you're in this reconfiguration. But when your life is just there is no deconstruction going on, then it's really hard to experience a reconfiguration of yourself if that doesn't happen. So the deconstruction is a complete, I don't know, energy, but I'm willing to expand. I'm willing to change my beliefs, my ideology, my perception, my conceptualizations. I'm willing to. So this is saying to allow yourself to be unique. People may think you're weird or strange, but don't allow that to just descend you, because those individuals that maintain and sustain this fifth dimension frequency will be the new caliber, will be the new standard for life. You just are ahead of the trend. But somebody needs to be able to sustain it, because that's what anchors up or anchors down. So you are anchoring people up. You are helping people to kind of like get out of their asses. Like you're rising their head out of their shoulders, out of their ass through your presence. You're like kind of strengthening people. You're lengthening taller. And we all sit like this because we're all kind of anchored in our density of just waste energy kind of thing. But you, through your presence, can anchor people up into a more lengthy, flexible, agile equanimity. So don't descend, don't cave in or give in to the environment. Be the mindful one. Be the awareness. When all awareness is gone, at least you can be it. When people are in arguments or conversations that are going nowhere, that it's just waste of time, have the strength within yourself to just continue to fly, continue to be love, continue to be compassion. It's loud, it's noisy, people are irritable, people are frustrated everywhere because they can't birth the life they want. And they're frustrated as hell about it. But you can cave in, you can give in and get irritated. Or you can be aware that you're irritated and just decide, you know what? This is a test. Can I be compassion or not? Can I evolve my compassion so it's a broader as in I have compassion for different realities. That is the strength. Can your compassion be flexible? Can it be broad? No matter where you're at, you have such a broad compassion. You can have compassion for like prisoner, for that irritating person. So that's a test. So the next card we have, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. So I feel like this is like a pat on the back for those who have endurance, who keep going, who keep remaining on this acceleration path. It's like the biblical kind of only thing that I remember really from the Bible is about path to destruction is very broad, but path to enlightenment is very narrow. So I feel like acceleration growth path of great expansion is a very narrow path for those who remain on that, constantly challenging yourself to be a sovereign in your thoughts and in your deeds, and to be even peculiar and alien, to be that fifth frequency. It's like a pat on the back. And the guides, the angels, are here to help you. So it is really, again, a message. And there are probably all kinds of angels around here right now. Light on my palms. Angel frequency. Angel that our higher senses can tap into, but our lower tactile animal senses cannot perceive. But our spiritual self can perceive infinite light in infinite forms that it takes, because light is infinite. It's not just the 5 tactile senses and perceptions. So I feel like this is a message. Be open to receiving divine guidance. So being open is the challenge. Be open. Be open, be receptive. Be receptive. And that can go any way, depending on what you need to be more receptive and open to. Because it is a state of surrender, but it's also a state of an openness within your heart, and openness particularly in the mind. It's not so much the heart, it's the mind. Okay, the mind. Be open to new ways of thinking, new ways of perceiving situation. Instead of I'm irritated, I'm being tested. I'm being tested. I'm being tested because thoughts can go any way. And then the last card is we have, as you honor and follow the guidance. So again, following the higher mind, the awareness mind, the reflective mind, the mind that is observant, not reactive, not responsive, but observant. That is the open, that is receptive, because when you're observant, you're seeing, giving yourself the opportunity to see for what it is. Not just the apparent, but see for what it is. And everything that you see, there is a lesson and there is wisdom that you can learn or you cannot learn. The observer understands that. The reactor, I'm irritated because this is such low vibe and people are talking so loud, I'm irritated as hell. That is the reactor. And there's no resolution. There's no knowledge that you can gain from that until you become aware of that and decide, you know what, I don't want to waste my energy. I want to just decide, I'm going to just be endurance, patient, and have compassion, which is endurance. So, as you honor and follow guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So, prosperity. So we are entering Aries energy. We were in Pisces energy, now we're in Aries energy. Both are creative signs, both are imaginative. They have this kind of philosophical depth to them, playful depth. So this prosperity energy, financial prosperity, is coming to you if you are willing to just be porous and allow it to just kind of flow into you, either through soul family, either through opportunities that you're not latching or reaching or trying to obsess over getting. You are porous and just allowing your signal, allowing your expansion, allow your high vibe, your fifth frequency to call this in. Because that is the ancient way of material manifestation. The ancient way. And if you want to manifest the fifth dimensional way in this kind of third dimensional plane, you can use the ancient way of material manifestation through sending the signal, through being porous and allowing that signal to be received and for a response to come. But that requires patience for to travel through the many layers and the many people that are involved, aligning that. And it's all about alignments going on, about lining the third, lining it all together so that a portal or doorway can open. Again, alignments can't be disjointed for this to come in. So all you need to do is just remain open your door and allow the cosmos or the celestial, the earthbound, to just align and adjust its doors so that you got a perfect straight line to you, celestial to you. And you don't need to do anything, just continue to send the signal, and that vibration changes water, we've seen. It can change the shape of water. So all you do is continue to vibrate, and it will change this reality as vibration change water. It will change, the fifth dimension, and then it will kind of trickle down to the third dimension, and all that stuff that's going on is not for you to worry about. All that is in response to your vibration that is changing the very cells, the molecular cells of this reality. That is the ancient teaching of manifestation. As we are seeing in water, you can change water. You can change the geometric shape of water through the vibration. Low vibration, disjointed, kind of globby. Higher vibration, very clear, crisp frequency, geometric shape in water, and that's you. And that comes through acceleration growth, it comes through self-love, it comes through expansion. But you can manifest the third dimension, which is the woe is me, gonna fight or flight, desperation, gonna climb a mountain, people. But that is, you're gonna waste so much energy that the time that you get there, get what you want, you're gonna have no creativity, because creativity is energy in its finest. And if you wasting it all on desperation, on woe is me, why isn't this happening? Like, what's the problem kind of thing? You may get that what you want, but you're gonna have no creativity to offer the planet, and that's not what's gonna bring us to the fifth dimension. If you want that for humanity. So those are messages. Gave you guys the transmission. Here's transmission. Ding. And yes, hope you guys enjoyed this oracle reading. Messages from your angels. Okay. Namaste.